Hey guys, I'm Kelly. Welcome to a new game I found. Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes. Now, I've always been very interested in the mystery genre, and I watch a lot of Sherlock Holmes stuff. I've not read any of the books, but I have watched a lot of shows like Sherlock, that TV series, and also Elementary. I've seen them both. I quite like them, and yeah, so let's get right into this. And that's another language. Oh, in memory of Ukrainian Heavenly Hundred. Frog Wares presents. That's a weird company name. Oh, I love that. Starring Sherlock Holmes. Duh. Dr. John Watson, Inspector G. Lestrade, Mr. Hudson, Mrs. Hudson, Mycroft Holmes, Wiggins, and the BSI. Cool. Deduction space icon indicates that you have found sufficient clues to accuse one of the suspects. Deduction and improve your progress in the Oh. Everybody heard in Casey of. Okay. I already read that one. But as always, if you like any of this, feel free to leave a comment or like the video. Let me know what you guys think of this and if I should continue. Well, I probably will continue this either way, but always helps to let you know what you think, or let me know what you think. What am I doing? Oh, this is one of those games. My God, Holmes is dangerous.
Holmes, will you stop that?
Take cover. Oh, God.
You are utterly mad.
My God. Talk about a dangerous
Stop,
work
Holmes.
partner.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded? You...
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade.
Wow.
What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey,
You should
born
take
in
that blindfold off
1845
fast.
and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone, then.
Wow. Okay, tab to open casebook and check your current progress in the investigation, tasks, evidence, etc. Profile of victim. Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, born... Yeah, that's it. Everything we already have. Wow, the controls on this are wonky.
This is where I keep my post.
Ah, okay. Where do you keep your clothes? I think I need him to get him some... Okay, that ain't my room. Maybe this is... Oh, Holmes' room. There it is. There you go. You can actually choose what he's going to wear. I'll choose that. Perfect. Guessing that is for disguises. Oh, you can't choose any hats. Well then, I guess we are heading... Woodsman Lee. I'm guessing that's where we need to head. Oh, this is a loading screen. Oh, that's cool. It had me all confused there for a second. I was like, wait, what? Is this another cutscene?
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
There are some footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Large footprints means the killer had big feet. Trying to find details while walking over. Ouch. My God, can't you walk straight, Holmes? Oh. What is
Inspector
this?
Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Anything unusual night the body was found? Catholic rosary. Gardening gloves. When was the body found? Everything will become easier. Anything unusual the night Anything unusual that night?
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Evening before the murder?
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
When was the body found?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived
That
quite
suit
an
looks
isolated
cool.
life here, after his retirement.
Then again, my favorite color is green, so I'm a little biased. Everything will become easier.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
How do you know about Plymouth? Select the correct answer.
You
Oh,
have
crap.
indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes.
He was different, wasn't he, when you
Oh,
first
I gotta
met him
choose
upon
the
your
correct
return
response
from
to that.
Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage
Ah,
to the
okay, that was the right
Cathedral
answer.
of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Thank you,
Holmes
madam.
liked to show off. Okay. Judith Carey is a woman with an uneasy life due to her unhappy marriage with Peter. She is a very religious Christian Catholic woman who undertook a St. James Way pilgrimage when she was young. Well, if she had an uneasy life, that would give her motive to want her husband dead. That would. Nope, I cannot go in here. Where am I supposed to be going anyway? Oh yeah, down here. Oh hey.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Well-maintained garden.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
Alright. Let's go inside, look at the dead body
The door
then.
is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Yeah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Scratches.
These scratches are fresh.
Someone tried to pick the
You're
lock.
right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Whoa. Ah.
What a terrible way to die.
Suspicious empty faint outline of dust.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of
Then
the
something
shelf.
was there
An
taking up
object
that
was taken
space.
from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
Maybe. No. Oh yeah, escape.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. Harpoons for hunting whale.
Examine chest contents.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments,
tools.
Nothing interesting.
Now examine the table.
Someone drank from this glass recently. Someone drank from this glass recently. Rum. A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Okay. Tobacco.
This aroma is familiar, but...
No. Let's try and figure this out. Okay, I can't. Oh, wait. I can move it side to side. I can move this up and down. Yeah.
Yes, this is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Okay. Okay, time to examine the body.
The
Pierce
weapon
through
fully
chest.
penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Okay, so some person he knew came over, wanted something from him, and killed him for it, possibly. No,
Peter Carey was
no. How do I...
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Well, duh. Notebook.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Okay.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Okay, open the notebook.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Okay, this is obviously... Okay. Siblings were made to break in according to the scratches around the lock. Make an ambush made tonight to see if the break-in attempt will be repeated. Okay, let's see if he comes back.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky,
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Okay.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Okay.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Yeah, see everything from there. Although if it's her, she'll know that we're investigating, and she will not try to sneak in. But it was done with a large amount of force. And so she can't have been the one. He was obviously male.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Ooh, someone's here.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
We found a person. Just because he tried to break in doesn't mean he was the killer.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? Then what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you
J.H.
came in yesterday?
No, but...
In.
But yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events,
I
it
don't
seems
think he was the
evident
killer.
your coming here was unnecessary.
I think
All
he
the
found
same,
the body by
I'm
accident.
very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Scotland Yard. Examine his belongings.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Okay, obviously. It is this way. Evidence room. Let's take a look at the evidence before
These
we do
are
anything.
the suspect's belongings. And partner, 1883. To my friend, from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Archive. Handkerchief.
With the initials J.H.N.
Same as on the notebook.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin. A pocket... The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Mm-hmm.
These abbreviations mean something. But what?
Okay, how do you access? Oh, you can apparently... Oh, wait. R. Okay, that'll be really helpful. I don't like... Perform action, select action. Okay. Open deduction space, switch characters. Run, walk. Open casebook. Launch shock talent. Launch imagination. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh yeah, that is definitely a lot better. But I am actually going to have to end this here. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay unique. See you guys.
Yeah.